Hold up. In less than 10 minutes, I'm dropping the state that just became America's #1 regret move of 2026. And when you hear why, your jaw will drop so hard you'll need to pause this to pick it up. Smash like now if you're one U-Haul away from freedom. Bro, listen. I've talked to hundreds of people who packed up their entire lives, chased the dream, and ended up broke, miserable, or straight up fleeing back home with their tail between their legs. 2026 is the year the migration bubble bursts. Remote work? Overhyped. Cheap flights? Inflation killed that. And now with AI eating jobs, skyrocketing insurance, and climate disasters on steroids, this is the unfiltered, data-backed countdown of the top 10 states Americans regret moving to in 2026. Based on fresh 2025 surveys, Wallet Hub rankings, census migration flows, and real stories from expat groups. We're hitting every angle. Cost of living exploding, housing prices that'll bankrupt you, taxes sneaking up like a ninja, weather disasters that wipe out your savings, insurance costs that make you laugh cry, job markets drier than the Sahara, crime rates that keep you up at night, and overall quality of life that makes you question your sanity. From 10 to 1, every state gets the full roast, no sugarcoating. And trust me, when we hit #1, you're going to need a tissue. Or a realtor. Let's dive. Number 10, Alaska. Okay, Alaska, the last frontier that feels like the edge of sanity. You move here thinking epic views, midnight sun, fresh salmon for breakfast. Reality? Isolation hits like a freight train. Cost of living, 34% above national average in 2026. Groceries? A gallon of milk is $6.50 because everything ships from Seattle. Housing? Anchorage median home $420K, up 8% from 2025. And forget owning. Rents average $1,800 for a 2-bed that smells like fish. Taxes. No state income tax sounds great, but property tax bite at 1.2%, and sales tax in places like Juneau hits 5%. Gaming taxes? Hidden fees everywhere. Weather disasters. Blizzards bury your car for weeks. Avalanches close highways. And earthquakes? The 7.0 in 2018 was a warm-up. 2026 models predict more seismic activity with climate shifts. Quality of life? Wallet Hub ranks it 48th. In 2025, depression rates double the national average from endless winter darkness. Number 9, Nevada. Vegas, baby. What happens here stays here. Like your savings. Cost of living, 102% national average, but Vegas pushes 115 with tourist inflation. Dining out, $25 steak that tastes like regret. Housing, median home $450K in 2026, up 12% year over year. Inventory low, investors hoarding. Rents? $1,900 for a shoebox in Summerland. Taxes? No income tax, but property 0.6 feels light until sales tax hits 8.4%, highest in the U.S. Gaming taxes? Hidden fees everywhere. Job market? Hospitality 60% of economy. Tips dried up post-pandemic. Unemployment 5.1% projected. Tech in Reno? Oversold, layoffs hit 20% in 2025. Crime, Vegas property crime, $3,500 per 100K. Car break-ins, daily. Rural envy, meth labs outnumber gas stations. Quality of life, 42nd in Wallet Hub. Air quality sucks from dust storms. Happiness scores low from burnout. Number 8, Oregon. Portland's weird, right? Keep it weird. And expensive. Cost of living, 115% national. Portland groceries, 20% over average. Housing, median $550K. Rents, $2,100. Prop 13 style caps gone. Prices soared 10% in 2025. Taxes, income 9.9% top rate. Property 1.1, highest combo west of Mississippi. Job market, Tech layoffs in Beaverton, unemployment 4.8%, but underemployment 12%. Timber, dead. Crime, Portland violent crime 700 per 100K, up 18%. Tent cities block sidewalks. Quality of life, 35th rank. Mental health crisis from gloom. Divorce rates high. Number 7, Mississippi. Mississippi lured with low costs, barbecue, hit you with despair. Cost of living, 86% national. Cheap on paper, but wages, 45K median kill it. Housing, median 220K, but rural decay, $1,100 for moldy trailers. Taxes, income 5%, property 0.8%. Low, but no services to show. Weather disasters, hurricanes Ida level every other year. 2026 forecast 3 major hits. Tornadoes average 50 per year. Job market, unemployment 4.2%, but 40% poverty. Ag jobs pay $12 an hour. Quality of life, 50th. Education ranks last, health last. 6, West Virginia. Almost heaven, more like almost broke. Cost of living, 85%, but gas, $3.20, but healthcare eats it. Housing, median 180K, rents $900, but infrastructure crumbles. Taxes, income 6.5%, property 0.6%, regressive on poor. Job market, coal gone, unemployment 4.5%, but tourism seasonal. Crime, property 2,000 per 100K, meth-fueled theft. Quality of life, 49th. Life expectancy, 74, obesity 40%. 5, Oklahoma. Tornado Alley's welcome mat is a twister. Cost of living, 86%, but energy bills $250 a month in summer. Housing, median 250K OKC, rents $1,300, up 9%. Taxes, income 4.75%, property 0.9%, gas tax high. Insurance, home, $3,200, number 1 U.S. for wind. Auto, $2,000. Job market, oil volatile, unemployment 3.5%, but low-wage traps. Crime, Tulsa, 800 per 100K violent. 4, Arkansas. The natural state, naturally poor. Cost of living, 88%, but food, $400 a month family. Housing, median 230K, rents $1,100, Little Rock bubble. Taxes, income 4.9%, property 0.6%, sales 9.5%. Weather disasters, ice storms, blackout weeks, floods 2025, $1 billion damage. Insurance, home $2,500, hail, add $800. Job market, retail dominant, unemployment 3.8%, wages 48K. Crime, Little Rock 800 per 100K, violent. Quality of life, 47th. Health ranks low. 3, Louisiana. Cost of living, 92%, but utilities, $300 a month for AC. Housing, median, 280K, NOLA, rents, $1,700, flood zones, pricey. Taxes, income, 4.25%, property, 0.5%, but sin taxes everywhere. Weather disasters, Ida 2021, repeat, 2026 4 hurricanes forecast. Insurance, home, $4,100, number 2 U.S. for wind. Flood, $2,500. Job market, oil tourism, unemployment 4%, post-BP slump. Crime, NOLA, 800 per 100K, violent, number 1 U.S. Quality of life, 48th, poverty 19%. 2, California, Golden State, more like fool's gold. CA lured tech dreams, beaches, crushed with costs, cost of living 149%, San Francisco $4,000 rent, housing median 800K, Bay Area 1.2 million. Taxes, income 13.3%, property 0.7%, highest U.S. Weather disasters, wildfires 2025, $10 billion, droughts kill lawns. Insurance, home $2,500, fire $3,000, State Farm fleeing. Job market, tech layoffs 50K 2025, unemployment 5.2%, Crime, LA 600 per 100K violent theft epidemic. Quality of life 30th but dropping. Homelessness 180K. 1. New Mexico. Stop, breathe, this is it. New Mexico, #1 state Americans flee in 2026. Why? Everything compounds into nightmare fuel. Cost of living 94%, but Albuquerque groceries 10% over, gas $380. Housing median 320K up 11%, Santa Fe luxury 600K bubble. Taxes income 5.9%, property 0.8%, gross receipts tax 7 to 9%. Insurance home $1,800 base, flood $1,200, rates up 20% year over year. Auto $1,700, road rage central. Job market unemployment 4.1% but 25% poverty. Energy volatile, tourism dead post-pandemic. Crime, #1 U.S. violent at 780 per 100K, Albuquerque carjackings daily, gangs rule. Quality of life, 50th, Wallet Heb 2025, education last, health 49th, depression epidemic. So there you have it, the top 10 states Americans regret moving to in 2026. Not because these states are bad, but because life is about expectations. When the dream doesn't match the reality, the regret hits harder than the move itself. Before you move anywhere, remember, research the truth. Visit before you commit. Talk to people who live there now, not 10 years ago. And choose the place where reality feels like home.